In the world of music streaming platforms, only a few sit at the top of the food chart while the rest scramble for pocket change trying to survive in the market. Of course, you got the king Spotify, owning 30% of the world market share, generating billions and being the go-to standard for any music streaming platform. Next up, you got Apple Music, the rich douchebag in the group. Confidently thinks that his DSP is the better option and somehow will bring up the fact that they have that one exclusive Frank Ocean album as a point to why they're in the right and you're in the wrong. And you start to question why you're friends with that guy. And the third one of the group is Tencent Music, owning about the same world market share as Apple Music but only being used in China as their primary music streaming platform. And since I'm not from China nor have any ties to China, I've never heard about this platform and so I can't give a fair review nor comment, so I'll just swiftly transition into my next sentence. And with other music platforms having some spotlight, most notably YouTube Music and their cult followers swearing that if you used it, you'll go to heaven and get a personal tour by God and get a lap dance by Marilyn Monroe, like calm down, it ain't that deep and it's not that good. And of course more examples like Tidal, Pandora, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, and many more. But the one I'm missing out on, and a lot of you haven't heard, but you read the title, is Deezer. But Deezer wasn't my first choice as I didn't grow up with streaming services. I had to figure out how to get music on my phone the old-fashioned way. You kids don't know how lucky you got it. Well, see, back in my day, in the beginning of the 2010s, if you wanted to listen to music on your phone, you had to find it on the internet, probably on YouTube. Grab the link, find a YouTube converter to MP3 site that doesn't have too many ads or much malware, which probably all of them did. So you download that blig, connect your phone and the PC with a USB-C cable and transfer over to your phone. So you listen to it straight on your file page, or in my case you use Google Play Music. RIP my dear friend, we shared a lot of memories together. You may be gone but never, I repeat, never forgotten. Now I know there were other methods, like before that there was Napster and LimeWire, but at the time those clients weren't popular, and when they were, I didn't have a PC, so my way of listening to music for free was that, and it stayed like that for a while. Any song that I liked, I found it on YouTube or the radio or in my friend's car or at the club. I would find the name or lyric, trying to find it on YouTube, download it and put it in my phone. Not the best method, but it was the one that worked. Spotify and Shazam just didn't exist where I'm from. It was a hustle. Up until late 2018, where in my phone payment plan package was a free Deezer premium account, which solved all my problems, cured the male loneliness epidemic in the world, and helped me find a cure for cancer. Okay, maybe not that far, but still, Deezer was my music streaming platform of choice, from that day up until the present, and honestly, never had much problems with it. I'm not from China, so I didn't use Tencent Music. To be honest, I only heard about it when I was researching for this video. Spotify was only available in my country in 2022, well, legally of course. You could still get it if you knew what you were doing, and I don't have an iPhone, so Apple Music and iTunes were out of the picture. But I did have the misfortune of using Apple Music on a non-Apple device. See, around the time that Vultures 1 dropped, a Kanye album for the ones not in the know, for like a day or two it was only available on Apple Music and I think Tidal. So me and my friend, also a Kanye head, were super excited for this thing to finally drop. After all the promising listening parties and the not so good interviews, me and the many Ye fans were here to witness the thing we were all here for. The music. I got the noti that Vultures dropped only on Apple Music. Sad, but we were willing to pay for it, just to say we were the first ones to listen to it and to be in the know before anyone else. And my oh my, the horror I was getting. Constantly reminded that I need to switch to an Apple device. It barely let me pay for it. I had to refresh the page like 3 times in the payment process just because it didn't let me give the money. I had to switch my browser from Chrome to Firefox just because on Chrome it didn't work. Like for me getting my card out to me listening to the album, it was like a 30-minute gap. A process that should max take like 5 minutes. It was a mess. But a few days after it dropped on Deezer and life was perfect. Anyways, I compiled a list on why I think Deezer is better, and I will go through it right now. The first one is
brand new bag for pro, but I didn't pay for it. I don't like spending that cash cause I'm trying to savor it.
money. Everyone's favorite thing to get or to lose, depending on who you are. Unfortunately, we live in a world where money is everything. Status, symbol, power, fame, attention, all of that comes if you have money. And if you ask someone if they can get one wish, anything they want, something related to money will be the top answer. Now, in the world of music, money is also important. It can help you live off your craft, help you get resources so you can become a bigger artist with better performances, better equipment that can help you make better music. Or just to flex on IG, whatever you're feeling like. And streaming services can help you with that by giving you money per stream. It makes it easier for us to listen to and for artists to make money without relying on physical sales or touring. or that was how it was supposed to be. See, because we don't live in a Dr. Seuss book, artists, and most importantly smaller artists, have complained that the money they get per stream is not enough for them, and that the streaming services take a large percentage of that pie, not to mention that the fact that a lot of these artists are signed, so the record labels take a large percentage of that smaller percentage, so artists have to rely on touring and merch for them to survive. And when DSPs heard about these complaints, most of them just show the bird or claim they care about the artist but do nothing about it to help them. But Deezer ain't one of them, as their payouts are higher than Spotify and YouTube and very close to Apple Music, but also in recent times have introduced a payment program to benefit artists. If users choose this program, artists get better revenue for every single stream, and you get to see how much the artists get from your streams every single day. Which, in a world where it seems that big companies don't care about their users, it's nice to see a difference, and that there are still people who care about their users and artists more than profit and trying to make a better platform for everyone.
Whoopie scoop, scoop dee dee whoop, whoop dee scoop dee poop.
No one likes AI. I think it's safe to say. Every day, pictures and videos getting better and better to a point where even me, a person who grew up on the internet and can catch on to AI videos pretty easily, was fooled here and there and believed some things were real when they were really AI. Especially in music. Like for example, back in mid-2024 when that fake Playboy Cardi artist Twin was becoming popular, I heard the song System randomly while scrolling and for real thought it was a leak. So I saved it on my phone and listened to it for like a month until I saw more discussion for it and found out that the vocals were made by AI. Still a great song though, just goes to show how far it comes. And nowadays you got full-on songs and bands created by AI and getting millions and millions of plays and streams. And most of the listeners not knowing or simply not caring that the music they're listening to is 100% made by artificial intelligence and making money off of it. To which people have started noticing and complaining, saying that this hurts the music industry, that these streaming services are promoting these quote-unquote artists and real music isn't. To which Deezer over a year ago set to put these artists in check, cracking down on AI artists and fake/botted streams, showing how much they care about their platform, to only which Spotify recently put a statement on what they're doing to prevent these things. Deezer stated that the music created 100% or even with some AI help has to be flagged as made by artificial intelligence or it will be removed from the platform. Which I think for now that is the best way to go about it, because you will never be able to stop all of it, so it's better that the people know what they're listening to, which I hope all platforms, not even just music, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, news, Pinterest, anything you can imagine, follow suit, and to be able to just filter if I want to see AI generate content or not. I know that won't stop all of it, some will slip through, but it will be better than what we have now, and to know that these platforms are trying to make it better. But judging by what we have witnessed over the past few years, I don't think that will happen. Moving on.
Whoopie dee scoop, scoop dee dee whoop, whoop dee scoop dee poop.
Now, this is something that I haven't seen anyone talk about, but to me, something that I loved was the design of the app. This is just a minor point, but to me, the app looks clean, well put together and easy to use, on the PC and on the phone. I like the whole black and purple aesthetic, and there's everything and more you need in a music streaming service for you to enjoy. This sounds like it's sponsored, it's really not, kinda wish it was. I mean, to have a deal with a music streaming service would be kinda cool, but I just have to preface and just wanted to share light on something I appreciate. And one more thing I want to give light to was the Deezer logo redesign they did a while back. I know at first people weren't happy with it, but I think it looks great. The purple heart matched better with the interface on the app, and it stands out without the generic logos where they just put something music related with a different color and call it a day. They still have that audio wave that they had way before that, but just updated it with a different feel. But that's just my opinion. We'll have to wait for Schlatt to put his thoughts on it.
Whoopie dee scoop, scoop dee dee whoop, whoop dee scoop dee poop.
Now, after watching all of this, you might think this is the objective opinion on why Deezer is the best platform than the rest. In reality, that isn't the truth. Subjectively, I think it's better because it has all of the points I mentioned, but it's of a personal liking towards it. But objectively, it doesn't matter. In the end, all of these platforms do the same shit, and arguing about it doesn't make any sense. Maybe for artists, they prefer a certain platform for certain reasons, but us as consumers, it all boils to preference. It doesn't matter if you use Spotify, Apple Music, Tencent Music, Tidal, YouTube, or freaking Pandora. It's all the same, but some people will comment on it if you use the platform that they are not using. And my answer was, and always will be, why? The reason I'm making this video is that I have been in way too many situations in my life where I was asked to play some music, I open the Deezer app on my phone and get hit with a comment like, wow, using Deezer? Bro, why don't you use Spotify or Apple Music? It's so much better. And especially at the end of the year where people start posting their raps, and there's always people like,
what have you sent me? What am I looking at? I was okay when I had to see Apple Music. I would even stomach an Amazon one, even in Amazon. But we're making up apps, bro. We're making up apps for review.
You don't got Spotify?
Bitch, Spotify. I feel like if you 15, you got Spotify.
Okay.
and my answer was always, it's an app that plays music. It does the same thing. Why does it matter? Just because one is popular than the other, that doesn't make it better. It plays the same music. You can make playlists. You can pause and play. You can skip and make cues. Shazam is in the Deezer app, which is neat. I don't gotta download another app. It has the same rap at the end of the year, and I don't need anything more from a music platform. And speaking of rap, bro, I gotta rant about this. You mind if I rant a little bit? I don't care, it's my video, I'll do whatever I want. Bro, the last 2 years of the Deezer Wrapped fucking sucked. Last year it had like neon cats and early internet culture memes implemented in it. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, who came up with that, but that shit was not it. In the year 2024, we're putting neon cat and 2012 cat memes and calling it a day. And at the end of this year, rap looks like this. This is mine, by the way. Can any of you tell me what is going on over here? Because I certainly can't. Deezer, I love you like a brother. So I'm gonna tell you how it is. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, especially if the wheel is working wonderful. I know you wanna make something unique, it just ain't working so. Just copy Spotify. It's fine. You don't need to worry about it, no need to make changes. Make it simple, don't make it stupid. Amen. To wrap this up, I just wanted to say it doesn't matter what platform you use. It's all subjective in the end. It's an app that plays music, whichever you use. Just don't treat others worse, belittle them, or make fun of them just because you use a different one. But Dino, your title isn't subjective, and don't you think you're being hypocritical? Well, somebody gotta pay the bills, and having a title that's like, all DSPs are the same, stop arguing about it, doesn't ring the same. And the title is in my perspective, so it's correct, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And if you're one of the people who get judgy and comment on what app is better and says that people should use this one and not use the other one, stop it. In the end, all of these platforms do the same shit. Arguing about it doesn't make any sense. If you use Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music, Tencent, or even Tidal, that's totally cool. You do you, king. Just stop saying anything when I open the app next to you or when I post my yearly Wrapped on the gram, just to tell the world how much time I spend listening to Lucky and Kanye. Like I said, I don't need your 2 cents. Keep that shit in your pocket. Anyway, think I'm done. I'm Spaceman Dino. Hope you enjoyed.